Ron and Melinda Ballard thought that they were buying their dream home, but their dreams were about to become a horrifying nightmare. It was during the early 90s, and the young couple had done quite well for themselves. So well, in fact, that they were able to buy a Georgian-style mansion sitting atop 72 acres of land. Things seemed perfect until their son, Reese, seemed to come down with a mysterious flu. After Reese's symptoms lingered for a month, Melinda became concerned. When she took him to the doctor, however, he could find nothing wrong. But Reese continued to get sicker. Soon his problems went from respiratory to neurological. It was obvious to everyone that something was horribly wrong, but no one knew exactly what. It wasn't long after that Ron, his father, also started to feel ill. The Type A investment banker found himself confused and bewildered. He couldn't remember people's names that he had worked with for years. He would end up places with his car and not remember driving there. Finally, he went to the doctor and received the shocking news that he was halfway through the progression of Alzheimer's disease. He had to quit his job, leaving Melinda to be the sole breadwinner of the family. Then, on a flight to Dallas, she began coughing. When she looked down into her hands, she saw blood. The man sitting next to her was extremely concerned, and the two began brainstorming about what could have caused this. When she brought up the fact that the roof at her house was leaking, he suggested that she might want to test her house for mold. Linda and Bill decided to have their house inspected for mold. However, while the house was being inspected, the technician also fell ill. He felt dizzy and nauseous and had to leave before finishing the job. Luckily, the technician was able to extract some samples from the house. And when they were tested at the lab, the results revealed something strange. The house contained a highly toxic mold called Stachybotrys. So toxic, in fact, that the county recommended hazmat suits. Because it was absolutely everywhere in the Civil War-era mansion, the family had to leave. In fact, they couldn't even bring along any of their belongings for fear of contamination. The family moved to a smaller, more modest home, but none of them ever fully recovered their health. Bill still has major neurological issues, and the house sits abandoned, a time capsule of the day that they left for good.